Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Sorry about lack of stream on Tuesday. My ISP decided we're just gonna give you maybe 35 up, and I usually stream at 22 megabits per second, so I can get that Twitch enhanced broadcasting. Hello Assam Salam, hello Fisherman. And we are back with more Danganronpa. So, last time, Chihiro just fucking died. Strung up like a Christmas tree in the locker room. Now we have to find out who did it. Hopefully I can do the investigation and the trial today. So, go ahead and load in. What a gruesome image. No, there are more important things to do there are more important things to worry about right now than a dumbbell. Wait, look at the wall. Are these letters on the wall? The word bloodlust. I thought I was gonna read that as blood rust. Or yeah, blood rust. Bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Or like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Oh, fuck me. Man. Genocide Jack. The Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. And this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here at the school? There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah! What is it now? Toko! Ina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Ah! Ah! Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No! Why? 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 Gadunk. Oh, Toko. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Ina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So, she is hemophobic. You can't be hemophobic in 2026, unfortunately. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was lying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up, ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through. Her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? You must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, 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 everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. Might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me. What? Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a sec. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Sure did, chum. Allow me to present to you the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. Man, I'm so fucking stupid. I thought he was gonna give us a Monokuma credit card. So please, do your very tippy-top best on this investigation. We really gotta do another investigation? The mono card. Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all our other friends. I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not? How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon... What? Do you want to die? Fine. Then go off and die somewhere, right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into ya. Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko! If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Oh, hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. Huh. What? I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? New rule has been added. In that case, why not limit it to one person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. Can't say that I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off. We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation toot sweet. We do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. Wow, I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. Don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do it. Truth bullet. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But, we need to get moving. No time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Alright. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell added. Blood splatter. Poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. The dead body. Chihiro's dead body. The more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Wrong button. Hold on. Still have more to check here. Surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happened. They're still forcing us to go through with this. One of the monitors. No time to think about monitors. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? I've already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wonder what it might be. Mondo's account. Interesting how we have a hearsay here. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Please speak English. I'm sorry. I don't speak Russian. You're gonna have to speak in English on this one. Although maybe in the Cyrillic, I think the Cyrillic says Danganronpa. I have no idea. But yes, this is Danganronpa. Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, it's true, but it wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? You've been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. You're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Perhaps, but it's different for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to speak English. I don't speak any other language but English, and I can't read any other text than Latin. If you send another message, I'm gonna have to time you out. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Well, I've already spent plenty of time checking the scene of the crime. Plenty of other things left to check here. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. Said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated? It seems that Makoto has a question for you. Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct? Yeah, I'm gonna have to time you out. I'm sorry. At least for 24 hours. I can't deal with third party languages. Weird. Can't deal with not allowed languages. They're from Bulgaria. Huh. So then. Yeah, yeah, like, I should probably put that in the rules. I'm gonna make a note of that. Please speak English only. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Oh, don't fucking lawyer this shit. Fuck you. Yo, I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? Got a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so, So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and you get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn yourself. Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I'll have to figure it out for myself? Surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. So chilling. The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to that loophole I revealed earlier. I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay close attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you right the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook is strictly prohibited. Only the borrowing is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of an assault. Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure. It's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it won't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbooks does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think, truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed tens of thousands of people. No, just thousands of people. That's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that'll prove it, and I can show you. Hold on, there's still more here. What? What more could there be? This? I don't see any clues around here anywhere. Oh, a basis. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really exist? Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help. We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But... an emergency. What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? Don't tell me a secret. You can't tell me a secret right now. Do not... This is my first playthrough. I do not want secrets, but I enjoy your company nonetheless. Welcome to the chat. I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. Suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Oh, it's okay. Don't take you. Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina. Looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Oh, here. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, but, you know, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. May as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. What? Uh-huh. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. Oh shit. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. It felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Man, this case is just a fucking joke. After because I know the two main things in this already. But like, is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, who's alive? Because... who would be able to persuade her? Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean. Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. For a few moments. Bacula. 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 Bacul. Promise. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's go back to the investigation. Hold on. Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Vampire card. Oh no, he's gonna... Not only is he gonna suck your blood, he's gonna make you an invalid. If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Okay, yeah, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Hold on, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. Tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. Just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Is this the evidence that proves Genocide Jack really in the library? Don't make me say it again. There are no clues. Okay. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust, too. I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. So many files stuffed on the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? Or is it Diet or Diet? I forgot. No, I mean like the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. Yo, we just had to go to Hope's Peak for the files, man. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? Bro, this is a JFK? What the shit? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return. My god, the most boring person ever, Makoto. What's the point of you? You're fucking boring as shit, man. Almost comedically so. It's a wooden box. It's empty. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty bad. But it's like those if Byakuya is correct, then Hope's Peak Academy is like probably one of the most important places on the planet in this universe. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something in there. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? What the hell? Oh, you're the camera. So what do we got here? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police reports, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times. Holy shit, I have to pee real fucking bad. Hold on. Ah. Do I even have this on the right way? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Okay. Alright. Hello, snack time. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible? I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that. Cool. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review material documents. I review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. What always interested me in the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent material exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murderer. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. Exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. The second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer is walking around among us? Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Never imagined a killer with such reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look around at what I've seen already? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Kind of thick files. Yeah. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, did you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komutatsu Komatatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left written in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story, but this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? It's not La Guerta. We haven't even reached that season yet. He appears in season 3 of Danganronpa, right? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on. Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. Who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. To go back to the scene of the crime. The girls' locker room. Check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Wrong. Right. Oh, hello. Ding, ding, ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes. Miss Lundenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Ludenberg. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? What did you find, Kyoko? Hey, Kyoko. Have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? It's definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in kind of a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. First, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Yeah. What do you have to say? Oh, yeah. This door leads out to the pool. Oh. Dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. Bloodstain on the carpet. Bloodstain on the poster. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Was this the boys' locker room the entire time? I'm gonna be so mad if that's the case. Actually, I'm not gonna be too mad. The word bloodlust. The boys' locker room card reader, but the door's unlocked now, so it's kind of pointless. Did someone shit on the carpet here? There's a strange stain on the carpet. Wait, what is it? Ew. Is it vomit or shit? Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Wait, but that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. The girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. But the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Probably talk to Aoi about this. So this goes out to the pool. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not. Yeah, nothing in the pool. Unfortunate. Oh. Bunch of different pool related items on the shelf. There don't seem to be any kind of clues left. The girls' locker room card reader. Fuck, I guess I'll talk to you then. What about you? Yeah, you're not related. Ding, ding, ding. Really? Is that a real gun? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to trip? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid attention to the posters. See. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. See, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and I left a stain. Stain? But I don't see any stains on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? So I'm thinking Chihiro was killed in the boys' locker room, and then the entire setup was moved to the girls. Alright. We gotta go to the warehouse. Hello. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, Chihiro. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. talk to her. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really? This was right before nighttime. She stuffed the jacket in her bag, into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste that she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Well, I guess nothing left to do but go to the trash room. See if the thing is there. If there's any trace. Oh. Wonder where Aoi went. Back to her room? Nope. Laundry, maybe. No. If I were a pair of clothes, where would you dump me? Oh, there you are. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out, and she keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? Donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Ah, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, that's a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? think so. I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Okay. Interesting. Anything in here? Probably not. Water so good. All right. Anything in the gym, maybe? Have to check anyways. No, I don't. Nothing. Sorry, nothing. Right. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. Maybe there's some kind of clue in here. Guess not. Maybe something else in the library. The lamp won't turn on. Not plugged in. The cord isn't long enough. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on and it was definitely right there. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. Wonder if... Whoa. Still more? Desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed one thing from over there and put it over here. Oh. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Oh, it was around here somewhere. It's gone. Did someone take it out? Only one who'd do something like that. Can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Oh, shit. We have enough evidence? Ace Attorney! Begin the class trial? No, I don't want to look at the regulations. All right. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... I really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie. I'll just go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Just like that, and just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. Can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay, then let's hustle to the elevator and get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek, nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. It's you. Fucking Toko, man. Got her so worked up. Yeah. Alright, let's go down. Yes. Gave her a small nod in reply. One last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. Steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. So you're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay, then. Let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith. Where's my button? A deadly class trial. All right, let's go. Let's just equip the ones that we got. So we got the Monokuma file. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death was estimated to be 2 a.m. Body was discovered in the girls' locker room. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. Killed instantly. Sakura said that Chihiro wanted to get stronger and refused invitations from Sakura and Aoi. There's a dumbbell with blood on it. Chihiro said that she wanted to get stronger due to Mondo's account. Possible inferiority complex. Card readers. It's possible to go 2 at the same time. Their main hall e-handbooks. Then there's a broken e-handbook that belonged to Leon. There's the Genocide Jack files. There's Aoi's account. There's the shit. Probably the protein coffee. This game was really prescient. Protein coffee is like huge now. Protein everything is huge. Gotta be honest. Alright.
まずは学級裁判の簡単な説明から始めましょう。学級裁判の結果はお前らの投票により決定されます。正しい黒を指摘できれば黒だけがお仕置き。だけどもし間違った人物を黒とした場合は黒以外の全員がお仕置きされ、みんなを欺いた黒だけが晴れて卒業となります。さてと、じゃあまずは狂気の話から言ってみましょうか。
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Locker room dumbbell. Head wound. What are the controls? It's wide of fire. Oh wait. The weapon had to be on the scene of the crime. There's something with a blood stain on it. Ah! Come on, man. Yeah, no. Okay, there we go. Break. Come on. Oh!
藤崎さんに致命傷を与えた凶器って現場にあったダンベルじゃないかな。あのダンベルには血痕もついてたし、現場には他に凶器になりそうなものもなかったよね。
被害者の頭部の傷もダンベルの形と一致していたわ。
The victim.
余地はない。間違いないでしょうね。傷跡を調べたの？
ではその続きは俺から話すとしよう。ここからは犯人の話に移るぞ。と言ってもその犯人もすでに判明しているがな。
Uh-huh.
マジかいな。藤崎千尋を殺した犯人は連続殺人鬼ジェノサイダーショーだ。
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? New element has been added. Non-stop debates. Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. So wait, what difficulty did I choose?
犯人はジェノサイダーショーだ。これは決定事項だ。
そんなのありえないって。
なぜありえない？
だっていくらなんでもそんな。っていうか根拠がないじゃん。
ところでジェノサイダーショーってあれでしたっけ？
The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive. One look at that, and anyone would be convinced. Shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
犯人はジェノサイダーショーだ。これは決定事項だ。
そんなのありえないって。
なぜありえない？
だっていくらなんでもそんな。っていうか根拠がないじゃん。
それは違う。
This game is ridiculous.
根拠ならあるかもしれない。図書室の書庫で見つけたファイルに書いてあったんだ。
They call it white noise, but it's
ジェノサイダ
purple.
ーショーの事件をまとめた警察の極秘資料らしいんだけど。
待て、おかしいだろ。なんでそんなもんが書庫にあった
Something
んだよ。
like that doing in the library.
その説明は面倒だ。省くぞ。とにかくこの資料にはジェノサイダー小事件の特徴が克明に記されていた。それによると、
Yes.
ジ
What
ェノ
if
サイ
it
ダー
was
小事
purple?
件には2つの特徴があるようだ。1つ目は現場に必ず血文字を残すこと。
Boob lust. Yeah, baby. Jerking up.
重要なのはもう一つの特徴の方だ。何せ世間には公表されていない事実だからな。
世間に公表されてない事実で？
苗木、お前が教えてやるといい。
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body.
これだ。ジェノサイダー小事件では被害者の死体は必ず貼り付けにされているらしいんだけど、その事実は犯人以外だと警察上層部の人間しか知らないらしいんだ。
だが今回の事件では藤崎は確かに貼り付けにされていたはずだ。では犯人はなぜ知っていたんだろうな。犯人と警察上層部しか知らない貼
True.
り付けの特徴を。その理由は一つしか考えられない。犯人が本物のジェノサイダーショーだからだよ。
Gasp.
かよ。
ではジェノサイダーショーは私たちの中にいるのですか？
深川東子だ。深川東子がジェノサイダーショーの正体だ。
ちょっと待ってよ。でも深川ちゃんは血が苦手なんだよ。
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to side with Byakuya on this one. I've seen Ultra Despair Girls.
そいつであってそいつではない。それが今の質問への答えだ。
謎か回りくどいべ。
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's a gambit. Hi. What? What word am I looking for? This game uses the wrong word? Well, fuck. Are you able to tell me the word? Because it uses the wrong word? Fuck. The wrong word for split personality syndrome. Sure. Go ahead and tell me, because this is, because if it uses the wrong word, then I would never be able to get it. This is like Wordle from hell. At least it's not Myrrh. Oh. Yeah, no. That is not... It's in the ballpark, but like...
ジェノサイダーショーは多重人格者だから。あのファイルにもそんなことが書いてあったよね。犯人は乖離性同一性障害の可能性があると考えられる。
だからって深は東子殿がそうだとは。
言い切れるんだよ。
Yeah, you saw how she was acting.
死体発見直後のそいつの妙な言動が示している。
One thing that shows, her behavior changed.
それって彼女の口調が変わったこと？
思い出してみろ。そいつが藤崎の死体を見て気絶し、再び目を覚ました時のことをな。
I'm fine, I'm fine. Yahaha. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yahaha. Must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front. Yeah.
確かに様子がおかしかったな。彼女の代名詞である陰気な口調がなくなっていた。
勝手にそんな代名詞をつけないでよ。
しかもそいつは気がついた後、藤崎の死体を見ても平然としていた。つまり、お前の中に血の苦手な人格とそうでない人格が混在しているということだ。
じゃあ深川ちゃんがジェノサイダーに怯えて部屋の中に閉じこもってたのは？
Hello. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Not much. I'm just I'm doing this case. Welcome to the chat.
そもそもそいつが部屋に閉じこもっていたのは、外の人間を中に入れないためじゃなく、中の人間を外に出さないためだったんだ。深川東子は恐れていたんだよ。自分の中にいる殺人鬼が人を殺していくことをな。
どうして？そうだよ。どうしてそんなことまでわかるの？
朝比奈、お前は勘違いしているようだ。深川が言ったどうしての意味は、どうしてわかるのではなく、どうしてバラしたのという意味だ。
How could you tell them?
そいつが俺に妙な相談を持ちかけてきたのは、昨日の夜、モノクマから動機の話をされる直前だった。そこで、そいつは実に興味深い話をしてくれた。
Oh?
自分の中に殺人鬼がいる。そいつが暴れ出さないかと、いつも怯えている。そのせいで、自分はネクラで排他的な性格になった。そうだったよな。
嘘だよね。深川ちゃん。待っててくれるって言ったのに。
Oh.
約束したのに。
Oh, it's the
お前が勝
promise.
手に勘違いしただけだ。聞いてもいないのに自分の不幸話をひきらかすなど。ここは現実世界だ。恋愛小説の世界
Oh,
じ
she
ゃない
had
んだ。
feelings for him. No, I forgot about that. Fuck.
約束を破ったのはそっちが先だ。お前は確かに言ったはずだぞ。ここにいる間は何があろうと絶対にジェノサイダーには人殺しをさせないと。それにもかかわらず。
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
約束を守れば付き合ってくれるって。だから約束したのに。
だから言っているだろう。それはお前の勘違いだと。だが、どちらにせよ約束は守れなかったな。やはり人を殺す快感には勝てなかったか。
努力したわ。必死に押さえつけようとしたけど。
残念だったな。その努力は無駄だったようだ。
ひどい。
さてと、そろそろ前座は終わりだ。あとは本人から直接話を聞くとしよう。
何？
Oh shit. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second, Genocide Jill?
もしかしてバレちゃったけ？まあいっか、しゃあないもんね。私は超高校級の殺人鬼ことジェノサイダーショー。本名は深田タコってダッセー名前だけどね。
なんだよこいつ。どうしたんだ深く。
二重人格だからって何さ。その片方の人格が殺人鬼だからって何さ。
Wow, she's so open now.
例の一つくらい目を
She should let this out more often.
健全な殺人は健全な精神と肉体によるの。
それにしてもここまで違うものか。普段のあいつとは。
そう、世界のすべては表と裏で構成されているのです。9回表に9回裏があるように、真実の裏に嘘があるように。
She seems well read as well, which makes sense since she's an author. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
ですね、ジェノサイダーショーさん、一つ聞きたいのですが。あなたが黒幕って話があったんですが、それについてはどうお考えですかね。
Yeah.
教えよう。私こそが正真正銘の黒幕なのだ。嘘だけどね。じゃあ違う？
当たり前でしょ。僕、そんな変態さんと一緒にしないでよ。っていうかさ、外の警察も外の社会も最近は本当に無力化しちゃったんだね。こんなおまぬけ殺人鬼を野放しにしてるなんてさ。
Uh-huh.
自分が加害者なのが分かってる。でもね、生きるってことは他人を傷つけることでもある。人は生きるために人を傷つけ、生きるために人に傷つけられているの。
Makoto is just flabbergasted.
動機もある以上間違いない。動機だとは。昨日俺たちはモノクマに言われたな。24時間以内に誰かを殺して卒業しなければ恥ずかしい思い出や誰にも言えない過去をばらすと。では深川塔子の思い出や過去が ジェノサイダーの件だったらどうだ？そんな事実をばらされてしまえば深川塔子は間違いなく破滅する。つまりそいつには絶対にばらされたくないという動機も存在したんだよ。
なるほどね。なるほどなるほどなるほど。でも残念でした。私は犯人じゃないのです。ですが、あなたのような殺人鬼以外にあんな猟奇的な殺しができるとは思えませんわ。だけどもそれが真実なのよね。
So there is a copycat.
誰が信じると思う？
そうだよ。
Wait a minute.
殺人鬼の言葉なんて信じらんないよ。
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Status of the dead body.
私は殺してないや
そんな言葉を誰が信じると思う？
アリバイでもあれば別ですが。アリバイだってなんかそれっぽい。
今回の殺人と過去のお前の事件、完全に手口が一致している。それ以上の根拠はあるまい。
So, yeah, like, it doesn't completely match because usually the Genocide Jack's victims would be suspended with the scissors and there would be a stab wound associated with it.
諦めろ。犯人はお前だ。
To focus on remembering Chihiro's body. So,
私は殺してないや
そんな言葉を誰が信じると思う？
アリバイでもあれば別ですが。アリバイだってなんかそれっぽい。
今回の殺人と過去のお前の事件、完全に手口が一致している。
それは違う。
完全に手口が一致。本当にそうなのかな。藤崎さんの殺人と
yeah.
過去のジェノサイダーショーの事件、完全に一致してるとは思えないけど。
どこが違うんだ？
おやおや、わかんないの？どこが？じゃあ教えてよ。私はね、信念と情熱を持ってやってんの。だから私の殺しには一流ならではのこだわりってもんがあんのよ。人気ラーメン店がスープや麺や具材にこだわるのと一緒。
Yeah.
だけどこの藤崎千尋の殺人は俺じゃ人気ラーメン店監修のインスタント麺程度の仕上がりよ。
Chef Boyardee.
こんなの私の仕事じゃないわ。
Did they get permission to use that?
僕からもう一度ちゃんと説明するけど、藤崎さんの殺人と過去のジェノサイダー小事件には明らかに異なる点が2つ存在するんだ。
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. The victim's fatal injury.
致命傷が違うんだよ。過去のジェノサイダー小事件の被害者たちは全て同じ方法で殺されてたみたいだった。同じ方法。事件ファイルを見る限り、みんなハサミで殺されてた。
No, but copyright works differently over in Japan, and in the localization, they changed literally every single music reference to be something kind of alluding to it, but not like actually like Killer Queen.
今回に限って手口を変えるなんて。でもそれだけじゃないんだ。異なる点はもう一つあるんだよ。
そう、私の殺人芸術において血文字がチャーシューだとすると
I could go for some tortellini.
いわば煮卵なの。
You're just making me hungry, man.
ラーメンに例えるのそろそろやめね。
No, you have to compare it to killing people
二つ目のそうい
or to food.
その貼り付けに関するものなのだな。
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference.
これだ。
Yeah.
藤崎さんの
Remember what the killer used to suspend her?
そこで使われてた道具を覚えてる。彼女は手をロープ状のもので
Some kind of rope.
貼り付けにされてたよね。
それがどうしたのです？
だけど過去のジェノサイダー小事件で貼り付けに使われてたんだ。それも鋭利なハサミだったんだよ。
私は殺しにも貼り付けにも自作のマイハサミを使用しているの。一流なんだから道具にこだわって当然でしょ。
True.
それにマー君は2つの相違点って言ったけどそれは違う。
マー君って
Big Mac. Big Mac.
あのねマー君、相違点はもう一つあるのよ。おや気づかない？過去の私の事件で被害者になった連中。そこに隠された法則に
They're all men. Wait a minute.
法則だと。
その法則から考えればすぐにわかるじゃない。私があのロリックを殺さない理由くらいはさ。
Okay, you don't have to call Chihiro that. Chihiro was her lover.
これだ。もしかして藤崎さんは女性だったから。
リング入りました。
どういうことだべ？
過去のジェノサイダー小事件の被害者たちにはある法則性があったんだよ。
Yeah, they were all men, aged 14 to 32.
男だらけ？
私が信念と情熱を持ってやるのは燃える男子だけなのよ。恥ずかしい。言っちゃった。
なんだそりゃ。
Uh-huh.
仕方ないじゃない。だって私は不女子だもん。ネクラチンクが毛嫌いしてるバッキバキの不女子だもん。
Okay.
貴婦人コース間違いの不女子なんだもん。
Is that even a word? What?
ないから女子である藤崎君は殺さない。
ラーメン職人がパスタ作ってどうすんの？同じ麺料理だからって舐めてないって感じよ。信念と情熱があるからこそ譲らない一線。それこそ唯一無二で完全無欠のリアリティなの。
お前の趣味や趣向は分かった。だがそれはあくまで趣味や趣向の話だ。生き残るために殺人を犯さなければならない場合は話が別のはずだ。
だったら負け犬が。
負け犬。
私はね、生き残るためとかそんなせこい理由で殺しなんかしねえんだ。だけども万が一生き残るために殺さなきゃいけない場合があったら、誰が貼り付けや血文字なんかやるかっての。バレバレだしめんどいだけじゃねえか。
The psycho makes a good point.
もっともですわね。それにどんな場合の殺しだろうと使い慣れたハサミは絶対に外されんですけど、 ざわざクソ重いダンベルなんか誰が使うかって。
That's true.
適当なハサミがないから近場にあったダンベルを代用したのでは。
適当なハサミ？私が使うのは適当なハサミじゃなくて、ガイアさえひざまつく超おしゃれな自作のハサミよ。
True.
なおさらこの学園にはねえべ。
それはどうかしらん。
Don't tell me you brought in your scissors.
じゃ
She brought in her scissors.
装備済み？
She's ready.
でもどこでもやれるようにね。身近にあって慣れ親しんでるハサミを使わずに
Okay.
フォークやダンベルなんか
Alright.
使うねえだろ。違うか？違うねえだろ。
Don't.
この負け犬ども。
Gutter dogs.
そもそもさ、私って肩結びできないのよね。だからロープなんて使えないし。
わけがわからなくなってしまったぞ。本当にこの殺人鬼は犯人ではないのか。だけどよ、あの死体は貼り付けにされてたんだぞ。それって一般人は知らねえはずなんだろ。
だから模倣犯じゃなくて本人の仕業って話になったんだしね。
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have... Yep. The only person who would have cared enough to, the only person who cared enough about the archives to not let anyone else go in there.
これが僕の答えだ。戸上君、君なら可能だったんじゃないかな。君は非公開の政府関連資料や警察内部資料にも簡単に目を通すことができるような人物なんだし、それにジェノサイダー小事件の捜査報告書は前からよく見てたんだよね。
つまり戸上白夜殿が犯人だと？
Silent treatment.
戸上君がジェノサイダー小犯人説を主張していたのは、ジェノサイダー小に自分の罪をかぶせるためだったのですね。
じゃあ現場を偽装して私の犯行に見せかけたのって。
True. The adorable glasses man.
そうなんだ戸上君。あえたまえ。
そう、俺が怪しいと言うんだな。では聞くが、いつから俺が怪しいと思い始めた？それについてはどう答える？
今振り返って考えてみると、死体を発見する直前の戸上君の行動、あれがちょっと気になったんだ。
Locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
最初から女子更衣室に行こうとしたよね。でもさ、男子だったら普通は。
男子更衣室から見るはずか？
Right.
被害者は女の藤崎だった。だから女子更衣室を先に調べると言ったまでだ。
何もおかしくありませんな。
やっぱりおかしいよ。
では何がおかしいのか、苗木よ、教えてもらおうか。
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. Need to make it clear to everyone. New element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Oh, shit. How long ago did I have dropped frames? Okay, whatever. The memorized phrases can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it'll disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, if you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that as to make your case. When's the best time to flash back? You'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Monokuma File 2.
戸上の死体発見前の行動が変ってどこが変なの？
What are the controls again? Fire truth bullet. Oh, if I hold down the button, then I can make a flashback bullet. Okay.
チャンスがあれば女子更衣室に入る。
男子としては当然の行動です。被害者の藤崎は女だ。だから女子更衣室を先に調べると言ったんだ。寄り道している場合ではなかったからな。それのどこがおかしいんだ？僕も連れてって欲しかったですな。
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there, because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd even found it.
戸上の死体発見前の行動が変ってどこが変なの？
チャンスがあれば女子更衣室に入る。
男子としては当然の被害者の藤崎は女だから女子更衣室を先に調べると言ったんだ。寄り道している場合ではなかったからな。それのどこがおかしいんだ？僕も連れてって欲しかったですな。
戸上の死体発見前の行動が変ってどこが変なの？
チャンスがあれば女子更衣室に入る。
Okay, so let me see this. So if I target a weak spot, then hold down the Y button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. So does it matter the order that which I shoot the truth bullet?
男子としては当然被害者の藤だから女子更衣室を先に調べると寄り道している場それのどこが僕を連れてって欲しかったですな。
戸上の死体発見前の行動が変ってどこが変なの？
チャンスがあれば女子更衣室に入る。
男子としては当然の行動です。被害者の藤崎は女だ。だから女子更衣室を先に調べると言ったんだ。
Fuck.
寄り道している場合ではなくそれのどこがおかしいんだ？僕も連れてって欲しかったですな。
戸上の死体発見前の行動が変ってどこが変なの？
チャンスがあれば女子更衣室に入る。
男子としては当然被害者の藤崎は女だ。それは違う。
I still don't think I understand this truth flashback thing.
やっぱり変だよ。
Tell you what's so strange about that.
だって死体を発見するまでは被害者が誰かなんてわからなかったはずだよ。つまり被害者が藤崎さんだから先に女子更衣室を見たって主張は成立しないんだよ。
なるほど、いい答えだ。面白いぞ苗木誠。だがそれだけの根拠ではまだ弱いな。 どうした？根拠はそれだけか？他にもあるはずだぞ。それを示してみろ。
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
どうした？それで終わりじゃないだろう。他にも根拠があるんだよな。
多分あると思うけど。
根拠ならあるわよ。さっきも話していた今回の事件と過去のジェノサイダー小事件との相違点。根拠はそこに隠されているはずよ。
俺が犯人だという根拠がか？
The difference between the cases. This case and the other Genocide Jack murders, evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden. What could it be? Could it be the extension cord? Library desk lamp.
2つの事件の相違点ね。もう一回私から説明しようか。私が殺しで使うのは自作のマイハサミ。貼り付けに使うのも自作のマイハサミ。
ですが藤崎さんの貼り付けに使われていたのはロープじゃありませんでしたか？
そうだ、確かにロープだったぞ。
あのロープは怪しいですな。
おい戸上、あれはどこから持ってきたんだ？
あんなロープに見覚えなどないな。他の誰かが隠し持っていたものだろう。
Proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope. Guess it's possible, but first, the item she had been found. Yeah, it wasn't a rope. There's an ad starting soon, by the way. I'm sorry about that.
私が殺しで使うのは自作のマイハサミ。貼り付けに使うのも自作のマイハサミ。
ですが藤崎さんの貼り付けに使われていたのはロープじゃありませんでしたか？
そうだ、確かにロープだったぞ。
あのロープは怪しいですな。
おい戸上、あれはどこから持ってきたんだ？
あんなロープに見覚えなどないな。
それは違う。
戸上くんは見覚えがあるはずだよ。藤崎さんの貼り付けに使われたあのロープ。
It's not a rope.
あの延長コード。
It's an extension cord.
延長コードですと？
実際戸上くんは図書室であの延長コードを使ってたよね。しかもあの延長コードは事件後には図書室からなくなってたんだ。延長コードを使っていた本人がそのことに気づかないはずがないよ。
では延長コードを持ち出したのは戸上くんだ。それ以外には考えられまい。
Anyone could have taken it.
なるほど。そうか。では結論はこういうことか。俺は藤崎千尋を女子更衣室で殺した後、死体の貼り付けと血文字をでっち上げ、その犯行をジェノサイダーショーの仕業に見せかけた。そういうことでいいか？
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
どうした？それでいいのかと聞いているんだ。
No, I know what
決
happened.
まってんだろ。これで決まりだ。戸上の野郎が犯人だ。
賛成度反対度反対だのだ。
ゲームだのなんだの言っていた戸上くんならいかにもやりそうな犯行だ。
さ、もうちょっとだけ待ってもらえる？もう少しだけ話し合ってみない？
あ？そんな必要あんのか？だって犯人はもう決まったって。
そうかもしれないけど、やっぱり
引っかかるんだ。かかる？何が引っかかるんだ。
Posters.
藤崎千尋を女子更衣室で殺し、その死体を偽装した。そうすることでこの犯行を頭のおかしい殺人鬼の仕業に見せかけた。
No.
それの何が引っかかるんだ。
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihira's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Scene of the crime.
戸上君は藤崎さんを女子更衣室で殺したって言ったよね。でも本当にそうなのかな。現場が他の場所って可能性もあるんじゃないかな。
まったく、お前にはがっかりだ。何を言い出すかと思えば期待外れもいいところだな。あいつは間違いなく女子更衣室で死んでいただろう。
There is question. I do have question.
現場が他の場所でなどあるわけがない。
Poster.
他の場所で殺された後に運ばれた可能性だってあるんじゃないのかな。現場ごとさ。
現場ごとだと。そこまで言うからには根拠があるんだろうな。
うん、あるつもりだけど。
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now... Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
おい、諸君らだけで勝手に話を進めるな。殺害現場が他の場所とはどういう意味だ。
苗木、さっさとしろ。現場が他の場所だという可能性があるなら、その根拠を言ってみろ。
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Something that was switched. It's the poster.
ポスターが根拠だと。
女子更衣室にあったポスターってさ、巨乳グラビアアイドルのものだったんだけど、それってなんか変じゃない？だって女子更衣室のポスターがグラビアアイドルのものだってさ。
Why indeed? Unless.
巨乳じゃなくて巨乳だったりして。
Probably.
もう一方の男子更衣室に貼られていたのは女子に大人気のアイドルグループトルネードのポスターだったんだ。これも男子更衣室にはふさわしくないよね。
つまり女子更衣室と男子更衣室のポスターは互いに入れ替えられていると。
それだけじゃないよ。二つの更衣室にはもう一つおかしな点があったんだ。そうだよね、最上さん。
もしやプロテインコーヒーのことを言っておるのか。
プロテインコーヒー？
以前女子更衣室でのトレーニング中に床にプロテインコーヒーをこぼしてしまってな。されど事件後に見たときはそのシミがきれいに掃除されていたのだ。
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
これだ。女子更衣室のカーペットにあったシミは掃除されたわけじゃないんだ。男子更衣室のカーペットで見つかったよ。
それは確かに我がこぼしたプロテインコーヒーの痕跡だ。
ではカーペットまでもが入れ替えられていたというのですか。ですが何のためでしょう。
犯行現場を男子更衣室から女子更衣室に移すため。そうは考えられないから。なんだ 犯人は現場を入れ替えるために死体と一緒に血痕の付着したポスターとカーペットを移動させたんだよ。
Yep.
そうすることで現場を部屋ごと入れ替えたんだ。
確かにそう考えることはできますが、その行為にどんな意味があるのです？
Why?
わざわざ現場を入れ替えるなんて、どうしてそんなことをする必要があるのでしょう。いえ、それ以前に、本当の殺人現場が男子更衣室なのだとしたら、被害者である藤崎さんはどのようにして男子更衣室に入ったのですか？
True.
更衣室に入るにはカードリーダーに電子生徒手帳を通さなければなりません。ですが女性である藤崎さんの電子生徒手帳では女子更衣室にしか入れないはずです。つまり彼女は男子更衣室には入れなかったはずなのです。
いや、方法ならある。なんなら俺が教えてやってもいいべ。
怪しいですわね。
怪しくない。ビシッと教えてやる。その方法ってやつをな。
Yeah, I think so. Broken e-handbook.
本当にあるのですか？藤崎さんが男子更衣室に入る方法が。
あ、僕には分かったぞ。彼女は電子生徒手帳を改造したのだ。彼女は超高校級のプログラマー。それくらいはできたはずだぞ。いや、そうじゃねえって。あいつは玄関ホールのあれを使ったんだ。もちろんクワタッチの電子生徒手帳だね。あれを使えば男子更衣室に入れるはずだって。
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she should get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was... Well, in which case, can we really say that she used it?
本当にあるのですか？藤崎さんが男子更衣室に入る方法が。
あ、僕には分かったぞ。彼女は電子生徒手帳を改造したのだ。彼女は超高校級のプログラマー。それくらいはできたはずだぞ。いや、そうじゃねえって。あいつは玄関ホールのあれを使ったんだ。もちろんクワタッチの電子生徒手帳だね。それは違うよ。
Yeah, that shit was broken.
いや、藤崎さんが桑田くんの生徒手帳を使ったとは考えられないよ。
なんでだべ。
壊れてたんだよ、玄関ホールにあった桑田くんの生徒手帳が。
なるほど。じゃあ無理だな。
Yes.
呆れるほどにあっさりだな。
それ以前に他人の生徒手帳を使うのは法則違反じゃありません？
法則にあったのは他人への貸与禁止だけだ。他人に貸すのは禁止だが借りるのは禁止じゃない。つまり死人の電子生徒手帳をいくら借りようとも法則違反にはならないはずだ。
その通りなのです。
だがそもそも壊れているのは
But
話にならんな。
Leon, being the only guy who was killed,
超高校級のプログラマーの腕を使って。
電子生徒手帳の改造は不可能だよ。勝手に中を開けると防犯ブザーが鳴る仕組みなんで。
桑田の電子生徒手帳でもなく改造したわけでもないとなる。
むしろ苗木誠殿の推理の方が間違い。
被害者が男子更衣室に入れないならそうなっちゃうよね。
no.
では僕は戸上くんに投票するぞ。
That it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
ちょっと待っ
苗木君の推理はいい線いってると思うけど、私は彼の意見に賛成よ。
久々に口開いたと思ったら何言ってやがんだ。
Mia Fey out of nowhere in the form of Kyoko.
だったら
Unless
どうして入れないって決めつけられるの？男子更衣室に入った可能性は残っているはずよ。
unless
ギリギリ君、それはどのような可能性だ。
そうね。それを確かめるためにどうかしら、少し学級裁判を休憩しない？みんなを連れて行きたい場所があるんだけど。
ちょっと何言ってんのさ。
do you have the paper?
その方が学級裁判も盛り上がると思うわよ。それはあなたにとっても好都合なはずだけど。
学級裁判が盛り上がるの？じゃあいいよ。学級裁判の中断を宣言しましょう。
Oh shit.
本当に？見せたいものってどこにあんの？つまんないものだったら許さないからね。
ご期待に添えると思うわよ。じゃあ行きましょうか。
Before I even knew it was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was girls' locker room.
ここは散々調べたぞ。今さらなんだというのだ。
被害者の死体、もう一度詳しく調べてみて。
You want to check it again?
全身をじっくりと。
じっくりと死体を触れって。
At least put gloves on.
女性の体をベタベタと触るわけにもいかないから。僕は遠慮した方がいいだろうな。
俺は気持ち悪いとかそういうあれじゃなくって、これには宗教上の問題があるとかないとか。
ならば我がやろう。
でも女の子のさくらちゃんが死体に触るなんて、やっぱここは男子に任せた方が。
いや、藤崎も男に触られるよりは女である我に触られる方がマシだろう。我に任せておけ。
さくらちゃん、あれゆりなの？二人ってそういう関係？
Uh-huh.
そんなんじゃないよ、ふざけないで。
では始めるぞ、藤崎よ。すまんが調べさせてもらうぞ。
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
全身をじっくりと調べるのよ。そうすれば謎が解けるわ。
とは言うが、こんなことに一体何の意味が。
どうしたの？
バカだ。そんなバカだ。
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
こいつは
何？
男だ。
There we go.
そうですか。男の人でしたが、本当にありがとうございました。
冗談だ。
我は冗談など言わぬ。
では本当なのか。
Chihiro was a guy?
おやおや、お前ら知らなかった。
Oh, I thought I was reading.
そん
Shit.
なの最初から分かりきってることじゃん。藤崎千尋は男の子だよ。
なんとじゃそうだったか。己燃えやがる。やっときゃよかった。
なるほどね。ギリギリさんが見せたいものってこれのこ 白くなってきたね。
How did you know,
盛り上
Kyoko?
がってまいりましたよ。じゃあテンションを持続させたまま裁判所に戻ってさっさと議論を再開させましょうか。長らくお待たせしました。では学級裁判を再開します。衝撃の事実発覚。藤崎千尋は男だった。ではその続きからどうぞ。
どんな理由があったかは知らないけど、藤崎千尋は女性ではなく男性だった。それは確かよ。
I think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Thought it never even crossed my mind.
そして被害者が男性だったなら男子更衣室にも問題なく入れたはずよ。
Star, nothing about this game is very respectful or tasteful.
そうなるな。
This game has a flippant disregard for life in general.
だって藤崎君は男の子だもん。
そうなると苗木君の推理通りだとしても何も問題ないわね。被害者は男子更衣室で殺され、その後女子更衣室に運ばれた。女子更衣室に入るときは舞園さんや江ノ島さんの電子生徒手帳を使えば容易だったはずよ。
では藤崎君が殺された現場は本当に男子更衣室だったのだな。
相変わらず現場を移動させた意図はわからないけど、その可能性は高いでしょうね。
そうか。妙だと思ったんだ。あいつの体の感触、女の体の割にはどうも違和感があった。
So not even you knew that, Byakuya.
するシチュエーションね。
だが
Interesting.
これで繋がった。すべての謎がようやく明らかになったな。
明らかになるも何もあんたが犯人って流れだったはずだけど。
Are we sure?
面白い。実に面白いじゃないか。
違う世界に行ってしまいましたな。
それで苗木君はどう思うの？これでもまだ犯人は戸上君だと思うの？
That's a tall order.
藤崎さんの死をジェノサイダーショーの犯行に見せかけたのは間違いなく戸上君だったと思う。
Yeah, he could have dressed it up, but
だけど僕はやっぱり犯人は戸上君じゃないのかも。
何をそもそも苗木誠殿が言い出しっぺなのに。
だって戸上君の余裕の態度は謎が解けるのを楽しんでるみたいだ。まるで他人事だよ。そんな風に振る舞っていられるのって。
right.
実際に他人事だから。
それに戸上君が残した証拠はなんていうかあからさますぎるんだよ。わざわざ延長コードを使うことで自分が関わった証拠をあえて残したような。
Right.
そんな風に思えるんだ。それに君は殺害現場が男子更衣室だと知った時明らかに動揺した様子を見せたよね。藤崎さんが男だと知った時もだよ。本当の犯人ならそんなところで動揺するはずがないのに。
なるほどな。そうか。明確な根拠がないのが気になるが、まあいいだろう。とりあえず正解にしておいてやるか。
For the time being.
正解？
苗木の言う通りだ。俺は犯人ではない。たまたま最初に女子更衣室で死体を見つけたんで、あんな偽装をしてみたというわけだ。
ふざけてんのか？
ふざけてなどいない。これが真相だ。
信じられるか？
信じたくないならそれで結構。みんなで仲良く処刑にでもなるか？
もしそれが本当ならさ、じゃああんたがどうして死体の偽装なんかしたの？
そんな理由などどうでもいい。 今は犯人を当てる方が重要なはずだぞ。おい、苗木。俺が犯人ではないなら、本当の犯人は誰だというんだ？
それはもう少し話し合ってみないとわからないけど。
まだ続けんの？もういいんでない？どう考えてもトガミッチが犯人だって。
私は付き合うわよ。疑問があるならとことん話し合うべき。もしここで判断を誤れば、私たちはみんな揃って処刑されるんだし。
そうですわね。では私もお付き合いいたしましょう。
もちろん俺も参加するべ。君には意志というものがないのか？昆虫じゃねえし意志くらいあんぞ。
とにかくもう一度話し合ってみようよ。犯人を決めるのはその後でも遅くないはずだよ。
確かにそうだな。
命かかっちゃってるしね。
This is
それでは
kind of crazy.
犯人当てゲームの再開といこうか。
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing that we can be sure we know about the killer. Killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste's account. That leads us. Isn't there a single clue? Clues are one thing, but hold on. What was Sakura's account? Or Sakura. Wow. Celeste's account. On the nighttime of the on the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more info about that.
被害者を目撃した人なら他にもいたはずだよ。そうだよね、セイスさん。
そういえばそうでした。私が見ていましたわね。
マジですか？
ああ、この話は苗木くんにしかしていませんでしたか。では皆さん知らなかったのですね。ですから醜く騒いでいらしたのですね。
いいからさっさと話したまえ。
昨日の夜時間になる直前でした。藤崎、 君を寄宿舎の倉庫で目撃したのです。藤崎君はスポーツバッグの中にジャージなどを詰め込んでおられました。おそらくその足でトレーニングに向かったのでしょう。
スポーツバッグにジャージ？現場にそんなものは残されていなかったぞ。
おそらく犯人が処分したのだろう。証拠隠滅のためにな。
その時なのですが、彼は気になる言葉を口走っていたのです。
Better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
藤崎君は確かに急ぐと言っていましたが、急ぐということは誰かと待ち合わせをしていた。そうは考えられませんか？
つまり藤崎千尋殿は誰かと待ち合わせをし、その人物とトレーニングに向かったと。
我や朝比奈がいくら誘っても一緒にトレーニングしようとはしなかったのだ。
正体がバレるのが嫌だったからだろ。
Oh no.
逆に言えば待ち合わせをしていた人物
No, not Mondo.
大事な秘密がバレても構わないと思えるほどに。
要はその待ち合わせ相手が犯人で、それが誰なのかを突き止めればいいんだね。
It's gotta be Mondo.
でもこれだけの手がかりじゃ見当もない。
ついているじゃない。
It's the dumbbell.
もう犯人は分かった。
You know who the killer is.
本当か？誰が犯人だ？
犯人が処分したスポーツバッグやジャージに注目してみるのよ。その特徴から考えれば彼が誰と会ったかは明白になるはずよ。
それは本当なんですの？すでに処分された証拠から犯人が判明するなんて。
まさか指紋を調べるとか。
We don't have time for fingerprints.
道具もないのに素人の僕らには無理だ。
そもそも証拠品はすでに処分されている。指紋を取るにも現物がなければどうしようもあるまい。
それでも推理ならできるはずよ。みんなでよく話し合ってみればわかるわ。
話し合ってみろって言われても。じゃあセレスちゃんに聞くけど、そのバッグやジャージには何か特徴とかなかった？
バッグは倉庫にある普通のバッグでした。
Normal duffel bag.
倉庫にあるバッグはその一種類だけですし、特徴と言われましても。
我の記憶によればジャージにはある程度の種類があったはずだ。ということは藤崎の持っていたジャージに犯人につながる手がかりがあるのではないか。
だったら彼が持っていたジャージについて。
Mondo seems kind of tensed up right now. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Oh, we're doing this again.
そもそも藤崎千尋はトレーニングに行こうとしていたはずよ。そこで彼がどうして
Exercise.
あんなジャージを選んだのかしらね。
あんなジャージとはどういう意味だ？
分かったぞ。彼が選んだジャージは犯人が持っているものとお揃いだったのだな。
つまり犯人はあいつと同じ青いジャージを持ってんだな。俺のは黒いジャージだ。
僕はジャージすら持ってないですぞ。運動って嫌いだもん。
俺は白いジャージを持ってんぞ。寄宿舎倉庫から持ってきた。
本当にこんな話で犯人がわかるのですか？
いや、無理だろ。
苗木君も聞いたわよ。今あの人の不用意な発言が。
she's right. What he said just now was really odd. How did he know something like that?
そもそも藤崎千尋はトレーニングに行こうとしていたはずよ。そこで彼がどうしてあんなジャージを選んだのかしらね。
あんなジャージとはどういう意味だ？
分かったぞ。彼が選んだジャージは犯人が持っているものとお揃いだったのだな。
つまり犯人はあいつと同じ青いジャージを持ってんだな。俺のは黒いジャージだ。
僕はジャージすら持ってないですぞ。って運動って嫌いだもん。
俺は白いジャージを持ってるぞ。萎縮した倉庫から持ってきた。
I got it from the
話
warehouse.
で犯人がわかるのですか？
いや無理だ。
内部君も聞いたわね。今あの人の不用意な発言を。
Oh my god, I'm completely blanking.
そもそも藤崎千尋はトレーニングに行こうとしていたはずよ。そこで彼がどうしてあんなジャージを選んだのかしらね。
あんなジャージとはどういう意味だ？
分かったぞ。彼が選んだジャージは犯人が持っているものとお揃いだったのだな。
つまり犯人はあいつと同じ青いジャージを持ってんだな。俺のは黒いジャージだ。
僕はジャージすら持ってないですぞ。って運動って嫌いだもん。
俺は白いジャージを持ってんぞ。萎縮した倉庫から持ってきたんだ。
本当にこんな話で犯人がわかるのですか？
What?
いや無理だ。
内部君も聞いたわね。今あの人の不用意な発言を。
Alright, I'm gonna need some help on this one. This one's kind of weird.
そもそも藤崎千尋はトレーニングに行こうとしていたはずよ。そこで彼がどうしてあんなジャージを選んだのかしらね。
Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did? What do you mean the specific tracksuit?
分かったぞ。彼が選んだジャージは犯人が持っているものとお揃いだったのだな。
つまり犯人はあいつと同じ青いジャージを持ってんだな。俺のは黒いジャージだ。
Wait a minute.
僕はジャージすら持ってないですぞ。って運動って嫌いだもん。
俺は白いジャージを持ってんぞ。
Wait a minute.
萎縮した倉庫から持ってきたんだ。
I'm getting rid of that.
本当にこんな話で犯人がわ
いや無理だ。
Yeah.
聞いたわね。
How would Mondo know that he was wearing a blue tracksuit? Or that he brought one at least.
そもそも藤崎千尋トレーニングに行くとこで彼があんなジャージを選んだのか。
あんなジャージとは
分かったぞ。彼が選んだジャージは犯人が持っているものとお揃いだったのだな。
つまり犯人はあいつと同じ青いジャージを。
それは違うよ。
ちょっと待って大和田君。今のこと
There
は
we go.
おかしいよ。
おかしいって何がだ。
だってさっきセレスさんが証言した時は。
I assume he headed off to exercise.
ジャージの色について
Never said anything about the jacket's color.
それなのにどうして大和田君は藤崎さんの着ていたジャージが青だって知ってるの？
何言ってんだよ。
セレス、藤崎のジャージの色とは何色だったんだ？
確かに青でしたわね。
Well,
その話、学級裁判前に誰かにした？
私がこの話をしたのは苗木くんだけですわ。
では大和田はいつ知ったのだ？藤崎千尋のジャージが青いということを。
そりゃ捜査の時にそのジャージを見つけた。
nope, they were not anywhere.
私たちが捜査を始めた時、バッグとジャージはすでに処分された後だったはず。じゃあそいつがジャージの色を知ってるのは
死ぬ前のチータが持ってるの見ていたから、それしかねえじゃん。
Cherry?
チータンって藤崎ちゃんのこと？
I call him a Cherry Boy.
あんたはジャージを見たの？見なかったの？
たまたまだ。昨日の夜たまたま見たんだ。あいつがジャージを持って歩いてると思うよ。
それもありえないよ。だってセレスさんの証言によると、
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, he was gone.
藤崎さんはセレスさんに指摘された後、ジャージをバッグの中にしまったらしいんだ。だからたまたま見ただけじゃバッグの中のジャージの色なんてわからないはずだよ。
True.
むしろそう仕向けたんだろう。そのためにあんなことを言ったんだな。藤崎千尋のジャージの特徴から考えれば、奴が誰と会ったのかは明白だなんてされごとを。
なるほど、ブラフだったのですね。あなたの真の目的は犯人の出現を引き出すことだったのですね。
Ah.
そのために犯人が分かったなどと言って動揺を誘った。
そうよ。ただし私は最初から大和田君を狙い撃ちにするつもりだった。怪しいのは彼だと分かっていたから。
でもどうして大和田君が怪しいって思ったの？
さあ、どうしてかしら。
Is there a right or wrong answer here? The way he was acting.
私が大和田君を怪しいと思ったきっかけは、大和田君、あなたが無意識かもしれないけど、男性と女性で呼称が変わるのは、女性のことはあの女の子と呼ぶけど、男性のことはあいつと呼んでいたはずよ。そして殺人が起きた後、大和田君は藤崎千尋のことをあいつと呼ぶようになっていたわ。その時に思ったのは、大和田君は藤崎千尋が男だと知っていたんじゃないか。
Very subtle.
そんな些細なことに気づいていたと？
あんた魔女、恐ろしい女ね。
いいえ。
Can we have more of Genocide Jill?
私なんかじゃない。本当に恐ろしいのは、人を、仲間を殺す人間よ。
大和田君、本当に君なの？本当に君が藤崎さんを殺したの？
殺してねえ。大体何なんだよ。さっきから聞いてる揚げ足取ったり言葉尻取られた程度で俺を犯人扱いするってのか？
そうだ、兄弟がそんなことするはずがない。言いがかりに決まってる。
He could do something like that.
そんなあっさりと。
ですが困りましたわね。もう手がかりはありませんわよ。
そろそろ出番かとささやいております。僕のゴーストが。
そういえば山田君は言ってたよね。犯人の証拠を見つけたとか。
The autopsy's been updated.
それってど
Come on, man. Work it over.
自信なくすなっつうの。いいから出してみ。
そこまで言うならじゃああれです。
花がそれは
電子生徒手帳です。落ちてるのを見つけ、そして拾ったのです。
Found it on the ground. Then it must belong to. It's Chihiro's.
確か藤崎さんの電子生徒手帳って現場から
That was a complete guess.
ええ、そうだったわね。
やはりそうでしたか。僕もそう思ってたんですよ。これは藤崎千尋殿のものではないかって。
じゃあそこに犯人の手がかりがあるんだね。
そう思ったのですが、壊れて
That is the clue.
しませんでした。
Then Mondo would have been able to let Chihiro in.
殺人が行われた後、犯人が証拠隠滅を兼ねて壊したのでしょう。
だが妙だな。その電子生徒手帳はそう簡単に壊れないはずだぞ。
ええ、その通りです。完全防水でショック耐性も強いからめったなことでは壊れないはずなんですが。
Yeah.
ですがこの電子生徒手帳は壊れていますわよ。玄関ホールにあった。
Yeah, those two are. Yeah, Leon and Mondo are pretty
実際の
strong.
の割には壊れすぎじゃありません。
うぷぷ、実はそこに謎があったりして。さて、どうして電子生徒手帳は壊れたんでしょうかね。
Hitting its weak point.
布熊は前に言ってたよな。この電子生徒手帳には弱点があるって。
時覚えてた。確かにそう口を滑らせたかもしれないけど、でも弱点の詳細は誰にも言ってないんだからね。
だがめったなことでは壊れぬ電子生徒手帳が立て続けに2体も壊れているとなる。
誰かがその弱点に気づいたとしか思えないわね。
Oh my god, Mondo is freaking the fuck out.
知っているのよね。その弱点って何なの？
それを言えと。
学級裁判をフェアに進めるためにも必要な情報だと思うけど。
でもそれを教えちゃって真似する人が出てきたら困るからな。
いいじゃん、教えて。絶対に真似しないから。
しょうがないな。お願いされると弱いんだよね。でも本当に真似しないでよ。じゃあ特別に発表いたしましょう。無敵な電子生徒手帳の唯一の弱点とは、長時間高温状態にさらされると熱暴走してぶっ壊れてしまうんです。
Oh.
この電子生徒手帳はサウナに落ちていましたから。
サウナの室温は摂氏100度にもなりますが、どうして焼け
Yeah.
るのか不思議じゃありません。
And so the guy who went into the sauna with his clothes on probably had his
基礎が皮膚の周囲にできて
handbook in his pocket.
守ってくれるからです。ちなみにサウナで高温の空気を皮膚に直接吹きつけるとやけどしますが、これは皮膚の周囲の空気層が乱れるせいなのです。そのためサウナで動き回ると皮膚に痛みが生じます。ですのでサウナ内は静かにしておくようにしましょうね。
なるほど、また一つ賢くなったぞ。
どうでもいい豆知識ですけどね。
でもさ、被害者の電子生徒手帳がサウナで発見されたってことは、もしかして犯 犯人は狙って壊したのかな。高音って弱点を狙って。
No.
ではやはり犯人は知っていたのだな。
He broke it before he came unknowingly.
犯人はどうやって知ったの？モノクマは誰にも教えてないって言ってたよ。
謎ですな。
偶然知ったんだとしたら？
偶然とはどういう意味だ。
犯人は何かの折に偶然サウナで電子生徒手帳を壊してしまう。
Exactly.
そこで電子生徒手帳の弱点を知ったおかげで2度目の藤崎千尋の時は狙って壊すことが可能となった。
可能性はあるかもしれんが、では誰がそれをやったんだ。サウナに電子生徒手帳を持ち込み、
Oh my god, you guys are idiots.
心当たりがあるかもしれない。
マジですかいな。
一人だけ心当たりがあるよ。電子生徒手帳をサウナに持ち込んだかもしれない人。
Yep. It was Sayaka.
これが僕の答えだ。大和田君、サウナで電子生徒手帳を壊したのって君なんじゃないかな。
なんだと。
なぜだ。なぜそうなる。前に大和田君と石丸君はサウナで我慢比べをしたよね。その時大和田君は制服を着たままサウナに入ってたけどさ、あの時の制服には電子生徒手帳が入ったままだったんじゃないの。そこで大和田君は知ったんじゃないのかな。電子生徒手帳がサウナで壊れてしまったこと。待って、落ちたまえ。そんな兄弟が人を殺すなんて僕は認めんぞ。明確な根拠を言いたまえ。
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Wait, so broken e-handbook. So Junko and Sayaka's handbook still works, but Leon's was broken. Chihiro's handbook was not found on a corpse and apparently got missing. What's my other truth bullet in this? Card reader. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and a female student's for the girls. It's not possible for two people to swipe at the same time.
君は以前自分の電子生徒手帳を壊していることになる。
つまり大和田君の生徒手帳が壊れていれば今の推理が正しいということになりますわね。
俺の電子生徒手帳はちゃんと動くぞ。
ほら見ろ。やはり苗木君の推理は間違っているんだ。兄弟が人を殺すはずがないんだ。
Sure, Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, I will show the handbook Mondo has must actually be. Oh, Chihiro's handbook is missing. Oh. I thought that was broken too.
自分の電子生徒手帳を壊していることになるわね。
つまり大和田君の生徒手帳が壊れていれば今の推理が正しいということになりますわね。
俺の電子生徒手帳はちゃんと動くぞ。
ほら見ろ、やはり苗木君の推理は間違っているんだ。兄弟が人を殺すはず。
Here, wait, oh. Oh. Wait. What? I thought he just found a broken handbook in the sauna that was unidentifiable. Unless. So Monokuma claims it's unlikely that Leon's handbook specifically would have been broken. Leon never experienced high heat. So it's very likely that the broken handbooks, that this broken handbook is Chihiro's. There are 2 broken handbooks. The one Hifumi found in the sauna, and then Mondo's, or Leon's, rather.
自分の電子生徒手帳を壊していることになるわね。
つまり大和田君のせ
The other was in the mailbox. Sayaka and so it's possible. Okay, so now so the only the broken handbooks are going to belong to are going to be Chihiro's and Mondo's. Leon's could not have been broken. So the one we found in the mailbox is most likely Mondo's. So if we take a look at the handbook that Mondo currently has, it's probably going to be Leon's. Probably did a swap once he found the I don't know the exact order, which is gonna fuck me in the comic section, but oh shit.
ほら見ろ、やはり苗木君の推理は間違っているんだ。兄弟が人を殺すはずがないんだ。
苗木君の大和田君は自分の電子生徒手帳を壊している。
つまり大和田君の生徒手帳が壊れて今の推理が正しいということに。
俺の電子生徒手帳はちゃんと動く。
それは違う。そもそも大和田君が持ってる電子生徒手帳って
Yeah, verify that it's yours.
大和田君のものなの？どういう意味だ？玄関ホールにあった壊れた電子生徒手帳。本当はあの手帳が大和田君のものなんじゃないの？君はさっきから何を言ってるんだ？つまり大和田君は交換したんじゃないのかな？壊れた自分の電子生徒手帳と桑田君の電子生徒手帳だってモノクマも言ってたはずだよ。桑田君の手帳は壊れたはずないって。
そうですね。あの程度のお仕置きでは壊れませんよ。
つまり玄関ホールに置かれていたのは実は大和田くんの電子生徒手帳で、そして今大和田くんが持っているものこそが桑田くんの電子生徒手帳ということですね。
でも交換って法則に引っかからないの？他人に貸すのは禁止っていう。
Borrowing.
僕はこう判断しました。他人への対応禁止という校則ではありますが、君は他人なのか、いや
Grim but true.
人ではないのでグレーゾーンですが OK です。何より面白いので OK にしました。よって死人と電子生徒手帳を交換してもルール違反にはならないと判断しました。
どうなの山田君。今の推理が間違ってるなら言ってくれないか。間違ってるなら僕はそれでいいんだけど。
おめえ、どうしたんだ兄弟。言ってやりたまえ。間違いだと。そうだ、間違いだ。間違いに決まっている。今の推理はどこかが決定的に間違っている。全てお前のでっち上げなんだ。
だったらもう一度最初から事件を振り返ってみようか。
Comic.
今の推理が正しいかどうか全てはそこで判明するはずだよ。
All right, how much? I got 11 pages here. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then there. Rolled up the carpet. Took down the poster. Took the cable. No, wait. And then Yeah. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Pick up card. And then, yeah. Here. Wait. Wait. No, wait. So oh, okay, I get it. So the killer moved the carpet and the poster. So let me see what I can also figure out here. I'm gonna put that here. So yeah, the killer moved the carpets and the posters. And the body as well. And also the murder weapon. Move the murder weapon as well. I believe. Fuck it.
これが事件の全貌だよ。じゃあまずは事件前から振り返ってみようか。昨日の夜セレスさんは倉庫にいる藤崎さんを見かけたんだよね。その時藤崎さんは手にしたスポーツバッグにあるものを入れていたんだ。そう、青いジャージだよ。セレスさんはそれを見たんだよね。そのバッグを持った藤崎さんは夜時間にもかかわらずある場所へ向かったんだ。それは更衣室だよ。しかも男子更衣室だったんだ。でも女性だったはずの被害者がどうして男子更衣室に入れたのか。
Shit. This. No, fuck. This has to be it.
これが事件の全貌だよ。
Wait.
そのバッ
No, fuck.
これが事件の全貌だよ。
Come on, come on, come on. No whammies.
そのバッグを持っでも
There we go.
なぜなら彼は男だったからなんだ。だから自分の電子生徒手帳を使って男子更衣室に入ることができたんだ。男子更衣室で藤崎さんは誰かと待ち合わせていた。その誰かこそが今回の事件の犯人なんだ。おそらく犯人は藤崎さんが油断している隙に凶器となるダンベルを使い
They do? Oh shit.
襲いかかったんだ。その時男子更衣室のポスターやカーペットに血痕が飛び散ってしまったんだよ。おそらく衝動的な殺人だったんだ。準備してたとしたら計画性がなさすぎるからね。犯人は慌てて偽装工作に取り掛かったんだ。まず血痕のついたカーペット、同時にポスターも回収した。
Fuck. Which oh. Ah, now I get it. Well, I hope this is okay.
犯人は慌てて偽装工作に取り掛かったんだ。まず血痕のついたカーペット、同時にポスそして犯人は死体を女子更衣室に運んだんだ。女子更衣室に入るにはもちろん女子の電子生徒手帳が必要だけど、だからといって犯人が女子に限られるわけじゃない。玄関ホールには前園さんや江ノ島さんの手帳が置いてあったからね。それを使えば男子でも女子更衣室に入れたはずなんだ。そしてそうやって女子更衣室に入った犯人はさっき回収したカーペットとポスターを使いあることを行ったんだ。男子更衣室と女子更衣室
Now I'm really worried.
つまり現場の交換だよ。今回の事件はそれだけじゃ終わらなかった。死体の第一発見者となった戸上君の介入によって事件はさらに複雑化してしまったんだ。
Okay, good.
現場に入った戸上君は図書室にあった延長コードを使ってあることをしたんだ。そうなんだ。戸上君は延長コードを使って藤崎さんの死体を貼り付けにしたんだよ。
Okay, good.
さらに戸上君は被害者の血で現場に血文字を残したんだ。あたかもジェノサイダーショーの犯行だと 僕らに錯覚させるためにね。そしてその頃戸上君は偽装工作を行っている一方で、藤崎さんのスポーツバッグなんかを処分した犯人はサウナルームへとやってきたんだ。最後の証拠品である藤崎さんの電子生徒手帳を処分するためにね。
は
そして犯人の思惑通り、その電子生徒手帳はサウナルームの熱気によって壊れてしまった。犯人は知っていたんだよ。電子生徒手帳はサウナの熱気で壊れてしまうことをね。なぜなら犯人はその前に自分の電子生徒手帳をサウナで壊していたからなんだ。これが事件の全貌のはずだよ。そうだよね、大和田モンド君。
Rhythm game, rhythm game, rhythm game.
待て、そんなはずないんだ。証拠はどうなんだ。証拠はあるのか。証拠がないなら兄弟の犯行とは決めつけられないぞ。
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. Absolutely. Fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access special time, right? We've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. The opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle. Your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh boy. So it's A to lock on and then Y to shoot. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck. Have fun. I'm gonna get goose worked. I remembered the controls.
今までの僕の考えが当たってるなら、小田君が壊れた自分の電子生徒手帳を桑田君のものと交換してるはずなんだ。だからここでみんなの手帳を確認し合わない。そうすれば
その必要はねえよ。ああ、そうだ。殺したんだよ。
A's all across the board.
何を言ってるんだ。もうここまで来たら諦めるしかねえだろ。おい、モノクマ、始めてくれよ。投票タイムってやつをよ。
ラジ
待って待ってくれ。
ャ嫌です。待ちません。ではお待ちかねの投票タイムを始めます。お前らお手元のスイッチを押してください。さて投票の結果黒となるのは誰なのか。その答えは正解なのか不正解なのか。さあどうなんだ。
This sucks to do. Well then.
なんと
Uh-oh. This time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it was so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Yotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone.
すまねえ。
Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so let me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. I want to hear it. Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like this as long as he could remember, and he couldn't even overcome his own weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turns out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is a survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro was actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
ごめんなさい。でも
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger. Now's my chance.
変わりたいんだ。自分を信じたいんだ。
Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. with that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to restrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help from there. And the person he went to... Yep, sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo will give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done? That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. How's the moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? And Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know. So that's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed. That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? Impossible. How many times must I repeat myself? Judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Josuke Higashikata. No, Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over for the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? I created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
俺は
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Dia. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. On the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dia never blamed him for what happened. Kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's the promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang going and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his brother. Dia was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm going to change my lighting.
俺は
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong.
強い強い強い強い
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling who could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that had happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, would have been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety weighed down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus. Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? 'Cause, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would... You're right, but... I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. So, what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength of his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. I was so jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now? I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something start to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to just sit back and let my secret be revealed and ruin everything? What's wrong? Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength. That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you. Stronger than Dia. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey. I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time. Thanks to that. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. Oh shit, that is not the button that I wanted to press. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. This is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing? You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? Blackham that disturbs the peace will be punished. Hold on. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait. It's... I said wait! Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another. This is definitely hell. The cage of death. And he will ride no more. Okay, I don't think I was expecting that. How they just turned a man into butter. What the fuck? Laugh at death and your soul will be forever at peace. Can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Yakuya. You're completely insane. You know that? The game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Of course I do, because this game is life or death. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Amando's crime? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So ignore the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it. Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. Actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Indeed. If that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. Did all that just to liven things up? After hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that. Created the fake murder scene? Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, we would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Yakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I decide to become blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for. So, that was your reason. Are you satisfied? Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma. Oh? I'm up next? You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion. Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. Swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Who the fuck?
すごくいいペースだ。やっぱりさ、膠着状態になる前に最初の殺人に及んだ彼女の功績が大きいよね。一旦加速し始めたら、あとはジェットコースターと一緒、もう止まらない。恐怖と絶望は全てを凌駕するスピードで突き進む。でも残念なのは、せっかく連中の中に送り込んだ君の活躍の場がなくなってしまうことだよね。本来なら唇を切るのは君の役目だったんだけど、まあいいか。今日がないから君はそのまま学園生活を盛り上げてちょうだい。みんなそれを望んでるんだからね。
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
3サイズ以外の質問なら受け付けるよ。
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
いやはや、いくらこいちまった。受付はしたけど、超却下だよ。鬼却下だよ。だってさ、それは僕の奥の手だもん。奥の手をあっさり他人に見せるバカはいないでしょ。いくら仲間同士といえどもさ。ふぷぷぷぷぷぷぷ。
What the fuck? 10. Well then, I am going to leave it off here, because I need to go to to bed. Holy shit! Yeah, this game, I'm understanding this game a lot more. This game again just has a flippant disregard for life or in any. This is like if Gen Oribuchi had like a brain aneurysm and had like but still was like completely nihilist. It's just like done in the most crass way possible, and for that I think it's still worth it. I'm gonna continue this. I'm having a decently good time with this game so far. So with that said, I'll see you all on the next stream, and I hope to see you next time. Take care, everybody, and good night. Lord knows we'll need some rest tonight.